Okay, good evening, children. Let's revise this chapter once again. Chapter 3, synthetic fiber and plastic. I think I'm audible, children. You can listen to me. And after I complete this revision of the chapter, listen carefully, children. Don't move here and there. After I complete the revision, then we will start today we will be starting a new chapter, that is coal and petroleum. Okay, so first thing, I don't want any doubts. Like if you have any doubts in any of the part, please let me know. I'm going page by page. If just take page number, it's there's no such page on this page number 33. That is chapter 3 you're going to take, and it's 33, and the introduction of the chapter, that is the main chapter page. There's no specific number given, but if you're taking page number 32, obviously you will get chapter number 3. So in chapter number 3, children, we have studied about the synthetic fibers and plastics, children. Like in the earlier chapters, I have told you that whatever fibers or whatever clothes we wear, yes, and these clothes are made up of variety of materials, and these clothes are made up of fabric, and that fabric is classified, the fabric which we use, it is classified as the natural ones, and they are the you will get the somebody has just let me admit. शिव नको ना त्रास देऊ बाबू, खेळ ना जरा, यूट्यूब बघ ना. हे घे. So these fibers are classified as natural and synthetic. So what are we will not study about the natural fibers, because already in your class 7th 6th your teachers had given you n number of activities related to natural fibers. Yes, cotton, silk, even last year at least you were having the complete process, how wool is extracted from the sheep. You have to literally how we shave, like not we actually, how your fathers they shave. Have you seen the process? They take that razor and they just like if in your house you have seen your brothers shaving using the trimmers, or they use that Gillette shave. Same way the sheep hair is taken out, yes, by sharing or shaving or shearing process. So the different processes we had studied, how it is taken out, how it is cleaned, then how it is dyed. So different like processes we had studied last year. So this year we are going to study about the synthetic fibers. श्रेयू, त्रास नाही द्यायचा, क्लास आहे माझा. So this year we will be studying about the synthetic fibers, and here we have the process of making the synthetic fibers, how a synthetic fiber is made. So here we have the main thing, that is the polymer. You have to remember the word poly means many. So tiny monomers combine together to form a polymer. And then further, children, we have studied about the different types of fibers. Here we have श्रेयस, त्रास नाही द्यायचा. मला एक काय पाहिजे, सिरियस देऊ. So these polymers, sorry, there was disturbance. So these polymers, okay, polymers are nothing but they are the long chain compounds. So they are formed by the process of polymerization. When monomer is a single unit, they combine to form a long chain. We have studied this in the last period. Yes. So next thing, children. So this was about the first page. Next page we have the different types of fibers. Like we have cotton, jute, rayon. Yeah, cotton, jute, those are the natural ones. But here we have the different variety of fibers which man has made. So first fiber which I have introduced. Nowadays, children, kurtis and all, whatever we get, it is made up of rayon. Yeah, rayon kurtis, because cotton, obviously it wrinkles up very soon. Okay, and this wrinkles are very soon. Every time we have to sit and iron cotton material. But rayon has a very good texture. It has a texture of silk. So many people, they prefer rayon, and rayon is also the first man-made fiber, where some natural fibers are blended into it. Okay, whereas nylon is the first man-made fiber which is made which is made up of which is made up of pure chemicals. Okay, it's not a material which is like some natural things are added, but it is made up of pure material. Okay, pure chemicals. So then this was the about the then third page. Just look at the textbook, children. Okay, look at the textbook. The third page, actually the activity was given to you, like you have to find out which fiber is the strongest one. Then we have the some character. Then in the next page we have seen about the plastic bottles and all. Okay, we have seen about the plastic bottles. I guess you can listen to me. Then next one, characteristics of synthetic fibers, children. What are the main? Yeah, what are the characteristics in this chapter? You have to focus on the main point, that is plastics, children. Do not get diverted here and there, but your main focus should be on plastics and the plastics which we use. Okay, the plastic materials which we use, these plastic materials are mainly classified into two. One is the thermoplastics, other one is thermosetting plastic. Keep in mind, children, like many materials you are using now, also you have whichever pen you are holding or chair, if you are sitting on the plastic chair. So these plastic materials, whatever plastic polythene bags we use or plastic refills we have, then we have mug, then we have any n number of plastic moppies and all, we have n number of plastic materials in our house. So those materials are mainly classified as thermosetting and thermoplastics. Okay, so on what basis they are classified, children? On what basis they are classified, children? Let's see. I have a distinguish between, that is a difference. From this difference, clearly you can identify on what basis a plastic material is differentiated. Okay, plastic mainly thermosetting, whether it is a thermosetting or whether it is a thermoplastic. So thermoplastic, thermo, wherever you will find this thermo word, children, THERMO, you have to keep in mind this thermo word is related to heat. Okay, heat means garmi. Okay, so this thermo word is related to heat. So thermoplastics, and also we have thermosetting plastics. So thermoplastics, we have like they can change their shape when you heat. This type of plastics, they change their shape. And thermosetting, by the words only, it's very easy to identify, children. Thermosetting, once the plastic is made, it is set, like ice cream is set. We say that chocolate is, when you make chocolates, chocolate is set. So same way, when you make this plastic, once it is formed forever. You cannot you cannot change its shape by heating. These thermoplastics, children, thermoplastics are very expensive ones. Okay, because they can be molded, they can be molten off, and they can be and next they can, you from one plastic you can mold it and you can convert into a new plastic. So thermoplastics are very expensive ones, and thermosetting plastics are very cheaper ones. Cheap means very less rate. Thermoplastics are recyclable. Obviously, they can be molten off, they can be heated, so they are recyclable. And thermosetting plastics are not recyclable. Then the best example of thermoplastic is polythene bags. Okay, polythene bags, like vendors, bhaji wala, yeah, vendors, vegetable vendors and all, when they come to your area, they give, I'll just show the picture so that you won't get confused. Look at this plastic bags, very patla wala, very thin wala plastic bags. These plastic bags are very cheapest one. Okay, very cheapest one, and they come under the category of thermoplastics. And thermosetting plastic is Bakelite. Okay, Bakelite, I just don't, yeah, somebody has joined. Bakelite, children, cooker, pressure cooker. Everybody has pressure cooker in the house. Nowadays, at least we get n number of we have the pans and all, they have the plastic handles. So what type of plastic it is? It is a type of bakelite material. Bakelite material means it is a thermosetting plastic. Okay, thermoset, like we have some material, like we have dinner sets. Okay, dinner set which is made, it's not plastic, or like you will say, like ceramic was different, glass one is different. This is a type of different type of plastic, children. It's not so thin wala. Yeah, it's very thick one which cannot be molten off, which cannot be heated. we cannot, it cannot be heated. So the best example of thermosetting plastic is Bakelite, which is very cheaper, which is of cheaper rate. Okay, I'll just come back to your textbook. Somebody has joined. Yes, Annapurna has joined. Okay, so this was about the plastic and why children, when last time also I had asked you the same question. Can you just tell me one child, or like last time also I had asked you the same question. If anyone is new, you can answer my question. Tell me, in your in your house, is any material made up of, like, it's, you don't have any material made up of plastic? Is there anybody's house you don't have any material made up of plastic? Everything whatever you have in your house, it is made up of very good material. Is that anybody in your house, like, is, can you tell, no miss, we don't use plastic? Even my house at least, imagine, like not only my house but everybody's house, we have one or the other material, actually n number of materials made up of plastics, children, because plastic has become a very important party, very important. It's everything, children, everything, like plastic has replaced many of the things. Replaced means what I'm saying, like earlier, like if you just compare, children, okay, earlier, like go back to the long, many year, 1,000 years back, pen, take example of pen. Now if I'm going to ask you, dear students, stop using ball pens now, you are going to use peacock feather. Tell me, Rajeshwari, okay, I'll ask somebody else. Annapurna, just tell me, in olden days, peacock feather was dipped into the peacock feather. Have you, everybody has seen that colorful peacock feather? You have to dip, yes, dip, you have to dip that peacock feather into ink and you have to write it. Are you going to write? Yes, Samram? Are you going to do, if I'm going to tell you, take peacock feather and tomorrow onwards you are going to write with that peacock feather, dip into that ink and write it. Are you going to write? Namrata, what are you going to do? Are you Namrata? Yes. What is comfortable, Namrata? What is comfortable for you? Are you going to use peacock feather, or if I'm saying though, stop using ball pens, you are going to say no, miss, ball pens are only best, or you will prefer peacock feather? Tell me, which is the best one for you for the examinations or the other completion of classworks? Ball pens, obviously. Nikita, what about you? Nikita is there. Yeah, I guess her name is different, but here it is displayed Nikita. Samram didn't answer. Samram, tell me, which one you're going to prefer? Peacock feather you're going to prefer, or you're going to prefer ball pens? Tell me, Samram. Samram, ball pen. Yes, very. Gaurish, what are you going to prefer, Gaurish? Gaurish, what you're going to prefer? Peacock feather, or you're going to prefer ball pens? Okay, Gaurish is, I guess he's not audible, like, I don't know what happened. Fine. So obviously, children, let's go 1,000 years back. Peacock feather. Imagine what you will say. What Miss is saying. Miss is saying to it is a total time pass. Like we are using 10 times. We have to dip that peacock feather into ink and go on writing. Children, but imagine the old Vedas and all were written with peacock feather. Imagine. So after few days, the man started using pens which were made up of wood, okay, wooden pens which were again dipped into the ink, and they used to write. Then further again wooden pens only, but nib was used, the top very pointed nib, nib was used. Okay, then further man's like invented ink pens, where container, like not container but small, you will find a place where ink can be stored, but every time during examination if the ink gets over, what to do? So then further man, like what was the best invention which we use now also, that is the ball pens. Yes, ball pens are the most comfortable. Now your generation, at least you have variety of pens. You will tell me not only ball pens, miss, we have gel pens, we have glitter pens, we have invisible pens, we have highlighter pens, you have like neon pens, some different pilot pens, you have n number of pens. So this was the transformation from the peacock feather to the plastic pens, children. Now like ball pens and ink, that ink bottle is so expensive. You have to buy, if you're using ink pens, that you have to buy ink also, you have to buy ball, that ink contain, that ink pen also. So best is 2 rupees wala pen. You will say, miss, why to go for that expensive things? Let's buy 2 rupees 3 rupees wala pen, and that 2 rupees 3 rupees pen also, it lasts longer. So you will tell, miss, instead of buying that expensive pens, we can use ball pens. So this thing, children, what I'm trying to tell you, that imagine in smaller things plastic is used. Plastic has become very important part of our life. Yes or no, children? Plastic is very important, has been. And why it is so important, why it has changed, why it has replaced other materials? Because plastic is non-reactive, as I have told you. Like jams, then we have pickles, when we have any sauce, it can be easily stored in the plastic materials, as it is non-reactive. And then plastic is very light in weight. Yeah, because if you come for exam with the wooden pen and ink pot, you have to carry everything in your compost box or your pouch. It's so heavy. Yeah, instead of that, you will say, miss, I'll carry 2 rupees 3 rupees wala pen. That's very cheaper one. Yes, cheaper one, fine. Even 10 rupees also you get good quality pens. So plastic is light in weight, or strong and durable. Durable means it lasts for longer period of time. Plastic are the poor conductors. Previously also I have told you what is the meaning of conductor. The bus conductor helps us to transport, to move from one place to the another. Whereas this, when we are dealing with any type of conductors in chemistry, they means electric conductors. They pass on the electricity, also they can pass on the heat. So the materials which pass on or they transfer heat or electricity, those are the good conductors. Whereas this plastic is a poor conductor. As we have the switches, the house, in your house we have switch. If those switch were made up of iron, obviously if you're going to touch it, you will get shock. Yeah, you will, your finger is going to, yeah, obviously, because somebody has joined. Why? Because obviously somebody has joined us, so just wait. Okay. So what I was telling you, children, that the conductors, okay, the conductors are the materials which pass on or which transfers heat and electricity. Now in the case of plastics, I have told you switches are made up of plastics, as they are the non-conductors, or they are the poor conductors. If the switches would have made up of iron, imagine what would have happened. Obviously the wires, they carry electricity. So same way, if you are going to touch that buttons, if those buttons were made up of iron, because iron is good conductor of electricity, obviously when you touch in with wet hands or normal hands also, you may get shock. Yeah, so the switches, the switchboard, the fan, that we have a nice regulator, it is made up of plastics. Okay, so what is the meaning, or what is the point we were discussing? Plastics are poor conductors. Plastics and the environment, children. Okay, the material which gets decomposed through the natural processes. Okay, the materials which get decomposed through the natural processes. Children, as I have told you, near Chaurashi or near any of the open area where garbage is thrown, I told you to observe it, children. Yes, many of the places, you are near the court area also, just observe. Many of the places, children, you will find one day if the vegetable matter is thrown, next vegetable matter like waste vegetables or rotten vegetables, if the vegetables are spoiled, when we use spinach or other materials, spinach, the roots and all, we don't eat it, children. So those roots and all, we throw it. So such materials, they get mixed up into soil, and those materials are called as biodegradable. Those materials are called biodegradable materials, because those materials get decomposed or they get mixed up into the soil. And the materials which do not get decomposed are they do not decompose by natural process. Those are not biodegradable. So this we had studied, children. Look at this. They have given approximate time also. See this, peels of vegetable 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, paper 10 to 30 days. cotton 2 to 5 months, woolen, because these materials are natural ones, they get decomposed, they get mixed up into the soil. Who does that work, children? Who helps them to mix up into the soil? Can you tell me? Who will help to mix up the materials by natural process and say? Yeah, very good. Very good, Samya. So those are the microorganisms, okay? Those very tiny microorganisms which are there into the soil, and those are helpful ones, children. Those are helpful microorganisms as they decompose the material, okay? So, because obviously microorganisms also, the living ones, they cannot eat plastic, they cannot eat the plastic materials obviously, so the plastic cannot be decomposed and it is a non-biodegradable material, and obviously plastic, when it is thrown away into the soil, it does not get decomposed. So this thing we have studied. Now children, we should remember obviously so many good things about plastic. I have told plastic is this, plastic is good, plastic is lightweight, plastic is durable. Also I said plastic is poor conductor, it is a good one, it is a good material, I said. But apart, like along with this, also plastic has disadvantages. Like I have told you in your UKG, children, okay, when you were there in UKG, the plastic which you had thrown, even like me, before 10 years back, like 10 years back, whichever plastics I had thrown into the garbage, still those plastic is there in the soil. Imagine how long. Now your vegetable peels and all, they take hardly 1 or 2 weeks to decompose because they are biodegradable one. Imagine plastic takes so many years, it's not going to get decomposed, and it is still there into the soil. So is plastic good? No, plastic is not a good material. So what we can do, children, to replace plastic? What we can, because plastic all, we are like, because plastic was having lot of good qualities, many industries started producing plastic products. They thought that plastic is lightweight, plastic bottles, this bottles, plastic containers. But now we have come to know that plastic is really creating a, it is a mess, children, now, because plastic does not get decomposed. So man started thinking what to do. So these 5 R's were introduced. 5 R, okay, which are the 5 R's you have to remember, children? Reduce. The first is reduce. So first thing you have to keep in mind that you are going to reduce the usage of plastics. So whenever you need plastics, like whenever you go for shopping, you should take your own jute bag, your own cotton bags, like DMart and all. Anywhere you are going now, children, they don't give you, because now government also has understood that really plastic has created a mess, because Mumbai floods or any of the big city floods, it is due to only plastic clogging. So government has thought this. So obviously these 5 R's were introduced. So first one is reduce the usage of plastics. Second one is reuse it. Okay, like plastic bottles. I'll give you one activity related to it, children. Okay, this one. These 5 R's. So reuse means what? You can reuse those plastic bottles, like Bisleri bottles. Okay, but don't reuse it as your drinking water bottle, because drinking water in plastic bottle is not at all good. It's not a good choice. So see that. Okay, somebody has joined. Let's see. It's your tea time, I can understand. But this time when you're studying, the children, you will just remember everything, because this is a very calm and cool time. Because your parents also won't allow you to go out and play. So sit quietly and study at home, because this time, whatever you study, you will remember this time and the morning time. Morning 6 and evening 6. You will, whatever you are learning, you will remember it faster. So first we were discussing about 5R. So first was reduce. Reduce means what? Reduce. Look at this. Reduce means reduce the usage of plastics. Second one is reuse it. Okay, so plastic bottles can be reused for any other purposes, like plastic buckets. If those plastic buckets are spoiled, you can make pots out of it. Okay, any of the plastic materials, if you find that it is Anywhere it can be like shampoo bottles, and we have a DIY crafts, 5 minutes crafts video. So there you will find that waste material, how can we reuse it. So you can just watch those videos and you can just reuse some materials, so that again and again you don't have to go and buy it, because when you buy again plastic, you're producing a plastic waste, you're gifting a plastic waste to the environment, our motherland. Recycle it. Okay, in our area, children, one recycle person comes with a big, he takes, it's a vendor comes, children, every time you are like, just always you observe, he gets that colorful pots, plastic pots, along with some containers, some stools. So what you can do, you can just replace whatever waste plastic you have, you can collect it properly and give it to that recycle person. That person collects all the plastic and he will send to the industry, where that plastic is taken together, it is molten off and new material is produced. So this way you can recycle the plastic, recover and refuse. Okay, wherever it is possible, children, whenever it is possible, you can refuse the use of plastic. For example, like plastic bottles, because you know plastic bottles are not good for your health. Even though you will get very attractive Doraemon bottles, very attractive Pikachu bottles, Shinchan bottles, so instead of like, you, those plastic bottles are attractive, I know those have very good, very trendy, very hi-fi, very good shape, cute shapes those bottles have. But what happens if you're going to drink water in that, obviously it affects our health. So now you can, in at this stage, you can refuse the usage of plastic. What you can do, you can replace with a steel bottle, because every year you have to buy that plastic bottle. Instead of that, you can make use of a steel bottle. Okay, whenever you are going to join, now you are going to join the school, see that you, instead of buying plastic, you will say, you will go and fight with your parents now. Your parents will say it's very expensive. But children, keep in mind, instead of buying it every year, one time, it's a one time investment. Yes, so go for a steel bottle and steel lunch box. No need of buying plastic, even though they are saying Tupperware, it's a good quality plastic, but plastic is plastic only. Yeah, so even though they say food grade plastics and all, but no, some, because eating in a plastic container is not a good choice, it's not good for your health. Okay, so now let's see this nice, in a very good 3 points are given, children. Do not throw plastic bags in the water bodies or on the road. What will happen, children, when the gutters are clogged? Okay, when the drainage system is clogged, obviously it results in flood. Same thing happens in Mumbai, same thing happens wherever the areas are flooded, because there is lots of plastic production, and those plastic polythenes, they enter into the pipeline system, obviously it get clogged up. So you are not supposed to throw it in the water body, or see that you don't throw it on a road. So whenever you go to Goa beaches, near the beaches area, okay, beaches or any good sea area, yeah, just see that on the, you just maintain like discipline there. It's a kind, what is a kind of discipline, like whenever you're carrying plastic bottle, plastic polythenes, just see polythene bags, like throw in, because everywhere nice garbage bins will be there, so you try to throw it into it, or you carry it home, so that there will be no pollution. Okay, it results in water pollution also, children, because obviously that plastic will be eaten by the aquatic animals like fish, then or any other animals. And what happens, intake those animals, we are only going, obviously it's going to affect that aquatic life, and in turn it's going to affect us only, because if some people they eat aquatic like fish and all, so it's going to affect them. So you have to be very careful. Second point, take a cotton carry bag or a jute bag while going for shopping. It's a very best method, children. Whenever you come to DMart, or whenever you go to any of the grocery shop, when you go for shopping, you now, whenever you are going out, remind your mother or parents, because what happens, parents, they don't like, sometimes some mother, like everybody's mother is a very smarter one. Yeah, parents are smart, but in case if you find that your parents have forgotten their bags, or they are going to buy bags from the person, because 25 rupees bag, instead of that, let's carry the bag from our home. So cotton bag, stitch a very good bag, cotton bag, and every time when you go for shopping, you can carry that bag. So that's the best method instead of giving that, because nowadays also big shops also they give paper bags, which the bags which you have made, same type of bags you will get in the big malls or big shops. Try to minimize the use of plastic material. Okay, minimize the use of plastic material, try to avoid it. Okay, it's not that if completely I'm going to say that stop plastic, because even I cannot stop plastic, we need plastic, but try to minimize the use of plastic, and instead of that use a steel lunch box instead of plastic. That's what I said. So children, this was the end of the chapter. Okay, so I don't think like I'm going to send the why I should send this PDF, because you have I'll not send it children, because I guess you have, I hope so that everybody has your textbook. So now we are going to tell me what actually is this, because this is related to our next chapter, which I am going to start now. One of the child, any of the children, I'm just, or you want me to call out by name? Don't go if I'm calling out by name, okay? Yeah, Kapil is there. Kapil, tell me what it is, Kapil. What actually is happening in the picture, Kapil? Yes, Kapil is there, or Kapil is enjoying tea. Yes, Kapil. Mihir, who is this? Yeah, Mihir, Dalal. Yeah, anyone. I'm not just calling out by name, children, because when I'm whichever activity. Yes, Romanzia, can you tell me, dear, what is happening in the picture? Yes, Romanzia.
Yes, it is cold and it is burning.
Yes, coal is burning. Are you using Romanzia? What are you using? Like, what your mother like? What actually you? Which fuel type of fuel you use in a house? Are you cooking food on this? Are you like keeping cooker on this?
No,
And
there's not LPG gas.
yeah, LPG, obviously everywhere now we use LPG. But in this new chapter, children, we are going to study something about coal and petroleum. Okay, we are going to, this is our chapter 5, coal and petroleum. Why this chapter is very, very important, children? Because you should know, like you are going to, yes, as Romanzia said, no miss, we use LPG gas. But is that coal is vanished away, it's like usage of coal is vanished away? No, because still now also, children, coal is used on a wide range. Now you will say, how come miss? Because olden days coal was used for cooking purpose, for like some other bakery one. Now at least bakeries also, big bakeries also, they use some like some other bakery tools like oven we have. So same way, like in the olden days they were using coal, this coal, on the coal they were they were baking biscuits and cakes. Some bakeries, I guess now in cities and all this, they have started using ovens. So what is the importance? Chapter number 5 is very, very important, because why? Because of this. I'll just show you one picture, because this is this number. Okay, when you go to a petrol fuel center like petrol pump, or when you'll go to the diesel center, because it's petrol pump and obviously you'll get diesel also there. So this numbers, the changing numbers are very dangerous one. Because why dangerous one? Because it these numbers reflects the rate of the fuel. Now, can you tell me, anybody can tell me the rate of the fuel, children? What is the rate of the fuel? Which fuel, if you are using, like in vehicles, mainly fuel, petrol and diesel is used. So, what is the rate now? Can anybody tell me? Just generally tell me the rate of a fuel. What is the rate? Because what actually is going on now? क्या चल रहा है अभी rate? Because if I'll ask your mother, like we mothers or we females, we are excited to know the rates of gold, because every day the rates of gold keeps on increasing or decreasing, whatever it is. So we are excited every time. But this is also the main factor, or this is also the main thing which we should know, that what actually is the rate. Children, today at this rate, imagine 1 liter of fuel is equal to around 103 rupees. Imagine 1 liter means, just imagine 1 liter Bisleri bottle. At least you will be wondering, miss, 1 liter means what? Just think, imagine about the 1 liter Bisleri, big wala Bisleri bottle, not so big wala but normal Bisleri bottle. So imagine that liter of fuel is, it's nothing. We cannot go anywhere, like it's not at all sufficient because it's going to cover up a shorter distance. So what actually I'm trying to tell you, children, in this chapter, along with the information like how what actually is coal and petroleum, also we are going to study how fuel can be conserved. Because now if you observe the rates, children, yeah, you read the newspaper. If you don't read the newspapers also, just watch news and you will get the correct prices. Like really this fuel price is very very high. During lockdown, people are at home, yes, we are not going anywhere, but how come the prices of fuel is so high? From where fuel we are getting? Why it is so expensive? If you'll ask your father or your mother at least, like fine, no problem. For your parents, if you ask children, like they will be saying yes, the fuel is very high. The rates of fuel are very high, and you will say no, miss, I am very rich. I'm rich. Like I'm from like Tatas and Ambanis also, if you are saying children, because they all for their these people also, the fuel rises, the fuel prices, if they are high, and you are saying, miss, I'm so rich that I can spend much money for the fuel. But children, if you are using large quantity of fuels, obviously it's going to affect the environment. If you have lot of money, if some people are going to say let it be 100 तो होने दो, 200 होने दो, 300 होने दो, हमें फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता. इफ़ हमें फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता, बट उस किसको फ़र्क पड़ने वाला है? Who is going to get affected? Our motherland is going to get affected. We will be discussing two very important points. So first thing, you have to remember what you are going to study in this chapter. You are going to see what is coal and what is petroleum, what are the varieties, what are the types of coals and petroleum, and how it is taken out, from where do we get this coal and petroleum, and why we should conserve this fuel. Now I have told you, as it is very expensive, we need to conserve it. But even though if you are saying I'm very rich, I'm ready to pay 100 तो क्या 1000 भरूंगा. But children, these type of resources like coal, petrol, diesel, oil, kerosene, these all are exhaustible resources. Say everyone, X, ABCD wala X, exhaustible resources. Exhaustible resources means what? These resources, okay, are limited in nature. They are very limited in nature, and they can be exhausted by human activities. What is the meaning of this? Like these resources, now if you are saying 100 rupees to hone do, 1000 rupees hona, mujhe kuch farak nahi padne wala, I'll buy it. But children, these ye to on planet earth only, these resources are very less, they are limited ones. So what we have to do, we should use these resources in limited limited use. It shouldn't be, our usage should be limited, not excess. Because if these type of resources like coal, petrol, diesel, minerals, forest, like trees, natural gas, like these resources, animals, wildlife, these resources are the exhausted one, means एक बार, like already they are limited, and एक बार वो खत्म हो गए तो खत्म हो गए. Okay, because we want, because production of these resources takes many years back, because it's going to like this production means coal, diesel, petrol, at least 1000 years. Imagine the production needs 1000 years. You may imagine him. It's so expensive. It is a very tedious process to the production process is very tedious. So only these resources like coal, petroleum, natural resources, natural gas, minerals, wildlife, forest, the exhaustible one. Exhaustible means what? बहुत कम है, बहुत लिमिटेड है. एंड व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन इफ वी यूज इट एक्सेसिवली? इवन इफ यू हैव लॉट ऑफ मनी, इफ यू करोड़पति, millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, but if the resources are less on this planet, from where you're going to get? एक बार coal, petroleum खत्म ही हो गया, even you have crores of rupees, from where you're going to buy that? So you have to keep in mind that these resources are very limited on this planet, and we have to limit our usage also, or if there is excessive usage, these resources are going to get exhausted means what? Khatam ho jayenge. Okay, so we have two types of natural resources: inexhaustible जो खत्म नहीं होंगे, unexhaustible जो खत्म होंगे. Those are limited ones. So inexhaustible natural resources are present in unlimited quantity. Yeah, many restaurants and all, like Barbecue Nation and any of the hotels and all, like we have some hotels, they give unlimited rice, unlimited puris and all. Have you heard about it? Yeah, so same way children, these resources are also present in unlimited facility. We have unlimited talk time, unlimited data. Yeah, so good na if Idea would have provided unlimited data. It's not there, so let's leave. These resources are present. Which resources? Inexhaustible resources are present in unlimited quantity. So which are these? First is sunlight. Sun. So sad. You just think about sun, children. Sometimes we get up late. Okay, is that anybody is saying that miss I every day, like since my UKG, since I was born, every day I'll get up at 6. I will sleep at 9. Nobody is going to tell me your routine is never fixed. Imagine just this sun, children. Every morning, never sun forgets to rise, never sun forgets to rest. Yes, sunrise, sunset. So it's a fixed one. So sun's energy, okay, that is solar energy, is unlimited energy. It's an unlimited data pack type. Okay, so sun's energy, that is solar energy. Air is everywhere. Or even you close the room, if you have a tiny hole into it, air is going to enter. So air we have sunlight. These water, these type of resources are unlimited one means also we can say that they are inexhaustible resources. Okay, so today children, two main points you are going to remember: exhaustible one and inexhaustible resources. Okay, so just read it in your mind, everyone. Exhaustible resources are limited in nature. They are limited means what we have to do, it's what is our part. We have to see that we should use this resources in limited. Our usage should be limited. Whereas inexhaustible means khatam hone, kabhi khatam nahi. Those are unlimited data packs. Okay, don't write this in your paper that unlimited data packs. Just you have to write that it is present in unlimited quantity. Okay, ये तो समझ में है. So sun, it means every day your just air, sun. These are the natural resources which are everywhere, unlimited one. Imagine if I'm going to say go to a cake shop and you will get unlimited cake to eat when you go. What if food, pani puri, when you go to a pani puri wala, imagine if he says that you will get unlimited pani puri, you will be so happy. Yes or no? Even I'll be so, like, people will get happy. That is a thing, that's a kind of cherry on a cake, children. Yes, unlimited things are the things which we like. Same way children, what we can do in our routine, we should see that the resources which are inexhaustible should be used in maximum. Now, like the usage should be maximum, and exhaustible, in the case of exhaustible resources, the usage should be limited. So you have understood this? Okay, just see, I'll just show you something. Just this, I'm going to show you this picture, and I'm going to end up, children, so that you can enjoy your evening time. So this is a process of how coal is formed. Okay, I'll just look at the picture, what actually happens. So as trees, okay, the vegetable like the dead animal, the dead trees, the dead animals, okay, once they dry off, once the tree is cut down, once the tree becomes old, yes, after, like, every time you're going to find there is a lot of greenery in month of these months, July, August, because it's rainy now, they're fresh ones. But you're like in month of March or January, February, you'll find that they become so dry and it falls off. The branches, the trunk, it falls off. Like trunk also, it gets loosened up. So what happens? Look at this picture. You can easily identify. You can easily see that these trees, okay, the parts of the trees like leaves, branches, they get decomposed. Okay, decomposed. So what is going to happen? Like on the cake, we have layers. Yeah, first bottom layer, then the second layer, then the third layer. Cake layers, everybody enjoys cake. So how the cake is like, if you observe, there are many layers. Same way, what happens once the plant and the matter gets decomposed, layers on layers on layers are formed. Okay, and due to the heat and pressure, okay, the last, because every time the layer is formed, the dead plants, the trees, whatever, so imagine in the jungle all the leaves will be lying down. So imagine after, before 1,000 years or before 100 years, before 10 years, where those leaves have gone. So what happens, these leaves get decomposed and they get mixed up into the soil. So layer on layer on layer on layer is formed, and due to the heat and pressure, okay, because obviously sand will be there, mud will be there, rock pieces, pebble pieces, so pebbles will be there, so they form a good layer. And the last layer, you are going to find very deep under the ground, you are going to get a black color substance, that is coal. Look at this, how coal is taken out. Look at this, the coal is taken out, or it is mined in the coal mines, the black color substance. Okay, what actually is the process? Solar energy, because plants, they take solar energy and it is converted into chemical energy, that is by the photosynthesis process. Then the layers on layers, because of due to the heat and pressure, after many years, children, imagine this coal is formed, the coal production needs 1,000 years, so it's really too long. So what is going to happen? Look at the extraction of coal, how the coal is taken out. And this is the end, children. I'm just going to leave you, because in the next part we will be studying how a coal, like how a coal is extracted, what are the processes of like extraction, and how is coal in detail. We are going to study how a coal is made and what are the types of coal, like we have coal tar, then we have coal, okay, charcoal. So till now, for today only, I want one child to tell me what is the meaning of exhaustible resource and non inexhaustible resource. I want one child to tell me, and that one child, only one child. Okay, I'll just take the name. Don't run away, I'm telling. Okay, I'll just have Samia. Just tell me what is the meaning of exhaustible resource, Samia. Exhaustible resource. Anybody? Not only Samia. I'm not going to torture anyone. Just anyone. You can tell me about what we have understood today. One line. Just
The resources cannot be explained.
the resource. Yes, Aditi is saying something. Yes, Aditi.
The resources which are in the limited.
Very good. The resources which are limited. And where they are limited? Where they are actually? They are in the. Where they are? They are in the nature. Okay, they are in the nature. Namrata, tell me which are the. Give me one example, Namrata, of exhaustible resource. Yes, very good, Romanzia. Very good. Yes, Romanzia, tell me. She has raised her hand. Yes, Romanzia, what are.
Fuel.
Yes,
Petrol.
fuels, petrol. Yes, and. Okay, fine. Very good. One more question.
Coal.
Just coal. Very good. I was waiting for this answers. Daneshwari had joined now. Okay. Daneshwari, I know you have missed the class. I don't know why. Came late. Okay.
Miss,
One
I
more.
was not present.
What happened? Kerosene. Somebody said Doraemon. Somebody's there. Doraemon face. Namrata. Yes. Kerosene. Very good. So, one more child. I want the answer. Tell me what is the meaning of inexhaustible resources? Inexhaustible resource. Tell me what are inexhaustible. Two students have raised their hand, but
Resources
I don't want same students. Raise your hands.
which are inexhaustible resources are unlimited.
They
Limited.
they are unlimited. Very good, Trupti. They are Unlimited. And which are those? Can you give me one example? I want. Okay, Shashank, tell me. Very good, Trupti. Shashank, tell me which are the inexhaustible resource. Anyone, as Trupti said, those are unlimited resources, like unlimited pani puri, unlimited idlis. So yeah, we get in some restaurants. Same way, what type? What is the meaning of unlimited? Which type of resources we have unlimited on this planet? Unlimited in our nature.
Sunlight.
Shashank, are you there, Shashank?
Yes, miss.
Yeah, just tell me which are unlimited resources.
Water.
Yeah, Daneshwari, without it. Yes, Shashank. Yes. Unlimited, which are like we don't have to worry only after so many years, like like many years back also, that resource was there. After many years also we use that resource. It's never going to get vanished off. We breathe in also. We breathe in, we breathe out. Yes, Shashank, what we breathe in, breathe out?
Oxygen.
Air. Yes, that's good. Oxygen, very good. Oxygen is it's air. So air is also a type of inexhaustible resource. Daneshwari, yeah, you had raised hand for what, Daneshwari?
No, miss,
Danish,
by mistake.
by mistake. No, you have to tell me something now, Daneshwari. I won't leave you. Huh? Simply, how come you're raising? No, no, no. You have to speak something now. Daneshwari, where are you? Gone somewhere? Yes, Daneshwari. By mistake means now you have to speak something. Tell me about how you are going to. Okay, Daneshwari is going to tell me which are the two resources today. Which two resources we have studied? About which two resources? Samia has raised hand. I don't want same students. Very good children. Many students are attentive. Yes, Daneshwari, you have to speak something now. Aditi, Romanzia. Daneshwari, speak out. You have to speak something, Daneshwari. Which resources? Tell me, sun is a exhaustive, unlimited source or limited source? Sun, solar energy.
Limited. Limited.
Limited. Why limited? Sun कभी कभी आता है.
Unlimited.
Unlimited. After 100 years also, sun is going to never, it's going to vanish off. Like, have you heard in any of the histories, or like your grandfather has said, no, our time there was no sun, now you have enjoying sun, you're enjoying sun's energy. No, sun was many years back also, sun's energy. We are using it now also. Further many thousands years also we are going to use solar energy. Kapil is going to answer. Kapil, you are there or you are enjoying tea? Kapil? Kapil, your paper was good, Kapil. Everybody's paper, I like this. Your performance is very good. Continue this till 10th standard children. And neatness, because again, yeah, Kapil, I'll not divert my point. This Kapil, tell me the chapter's name. Which chapter and which chapter's name? Just tell me which chapter number, which chapter number we have started today.
Fifth.
Very good, Kapil. And chapter's name is Gauri. Which is the chapter's name?
Coal and petroleum.
Gauri. Yes, very good, Kapil. Very good. And many students are there, children. I can read your names also. I hope so. You have understood today's class. Today only, just revise these 2 points: exhaustible resources and inexhaustible resources. Again, I'm repeating. Exhaustible means exhaust होने वाले, means if we use in a large quantity, these resources will get exhausted. When we have lot of work also, this can be, you can, if you're tired also, children, we can use this word. See, I'm exhausted. You can say that. Okay, I'm tired. That is like we say sometimes, like when you come after PE period, you will tell Miss we are tired. Instead of using this also, or you're doing lot of activities and after that you're going to get tired, that time you can use this word, Miss, I'm exhausted. Okay, that also you can just, like, overall your energy is finished off. You cannot do anything. So exhausted word is used when something is limited. Okay, that is something is like it's going to get exhausted. It's going to get khatam hoga. Okay, exhaust means khatam hoga. Okay, and inexhaustible means what? It's never going to get end. It's never going to get finished off. Okay, thank you, children. It's 7:05 now, so you may leave, and I will send notes related to it. I hope so. You have understood only two two things I have taught, two concepts I have taught, exhaustible and inexhaustible. Don't think I will go very slow because hardly one chapter we have now, chemical effects, and the chemistry portion gets over. This is a whole year I'm telling. Okay, so we will go very slow, and then if you have, in case if you have any doubts, let me know. Message me. Activities also, yeah, activities are very wonderful. Next activity whichever I'm sending, it should be very creative than the previous one. Okay, thank you students, you can leave now.
Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Miss. Bye, Miss. Thank you.
Bye bye. Good.
Thank you, Miss. Bye,
Enjoy your evening time now. Thank you children, thank you. Bye bye. I'll send you the notes, you can complete it neatly in your book. Okay, you may leave. Thank you children.